Welcome, dear explorers, to the Wonder Box, where history's most astonishing moments come to life. Today, we step back in time to the early 19th century, a period of empires, revolutions, and great discoveries. But amid the ambitions of nations and the dreams of mankind, nature had its own story to tell, one of fire, fury, and chilling consequences. This is the story of Mount Tambora, the deadliest volcanic eruption in recorded history, and the shocking aftermath that followed. A story of global climate catastrophe, suffering, and resilience, a story that changed the world. Mount Tambora, an immense stratovolcano on the Indonesian island of Sumbawa, had been silent for centuries. Towering at over 4,300 meters, 1,400 feet, it was a majestic yet seemingly dormant giant. That was until 1812, when rumblings began. Deep tremors and steam vents hinted at something stirring beneath the earth. For 3 years, ominous warnings continued. Then, on April 5, 1815, the first major eruption sent ash and smoke billowing into the sky. Locals watched in awe and terror as the mountain growled, its fury building. But this was only the beginning. On April 10, 1815, the earth trembled as Mount Tambora unleashed its full wrath. What followed was a cataclysm of unimaginable proportions. In a deafening explosion, Tambora ejected an estimated 160 cubic kilometers, 38 cubic miles, of volcanic material, 4 times more than the infamous Krakatoa eruption of 1883. Ash and debris soared 43 kilometers, 26 miles, into the stratosphere, blocking sunlight. Pyroclastic flows raced down the mountainside, obliterating everything in their path. Entire villages were buried beneath meters of ash, and a massive tsunami followed, devastating coastal communities. The sheer scale of destruction was unfathomable. Tens of thousands perished instantly, but the true horror had only just begun. As the ash clouds spread across the globe, the Earth entered a period of profound cooling. The year 1816 would come to be known as the year without a summer. Across the northern hemisphere, temperatures plummeted. Crops failed as frost struck in June and July. Rivers in Europe froze in August. In North America, New England and Canada experienced snowfall in summer. Asia suffered torrential rains and failed monsoons, leading to widespread famine. The consequences were catastrophic. Food shortages led to mass starvation. In China, rice crops withered, sparking famines and revolts. In Ireland, already struggling under British rule, a potato crop failure drove thousands into destitution. In Switzerland and Germany, food riots erupted, with people looting bakeries just to survive. In America, desperate farmers abandoned their land and moved westward, searching for more stable climates. This unexpected migration played a role in the expansion of the American frontier. Amidst this bleakness, inspiration arose. In 1816, a group of writers gathered at a villa on Lake Geneva, trapped indoors by relentless cold and storms. Among them was Mary Shelley, who, inspired by the eerie, darkened world outside, penned Frankenstein. Lord Byron wrote Darkness, a haunting poem about a dying sun and a frozen earth. The bleak landscapes and fiery sunsets that followed the eruption found their way into paintings of the era, influencing the Romantic art movement. Even Turner's vivid skies owe something to the dust-filled atmosphere left behind by Tambora's wrath. The eruption of Tambora provided crucial insights into climate science and the power of volcanic activity. It was one of the first recorded instances where people observed a direct link between a volcanic event and global weather patterns. Today, scientists study Tambora to better understand how volcanic eruptions can trigger climate change and to prepare for future super eruptions that could threaten modern civilization. Despite the devastation humanity endured, communities rebuilt, agriculture adapted, and economies slowly recovered. Today, the people of Sumbawa live in the shadow of Tambora, aware of its history but resilient in the face of nature's unpredictable forces. Imagine if an eruption of similar scale occurred today. With our interconnected world, the consequences could be even more severe. Global food supplies would be at risk, economies could collapse, and climate disruptions would be catastrophic. This is why studying events like Tambora is more than just an exercise in history. It's a crucial lesson in understanding our planet and preparing for the future. As we close today's journey, we are reminded of nature's incredible power. both its destructive force and its ability to inspire resilience, adaptation, and even creativity. The story of Tambora is not just about devastation, it is about survival, change, and the enduring spirit of humanity. If you enjoyed this journey into history, be sure to like, subscribe, and share the Wonder Box with fellow curious minds. Until next time, keep wondering, keep exploring, and never stop seeking the stories that shape our world.